Hey, how we doing? I'm going to show you all this little Pontiac Vibe. And here's your VIN decal. We'll start there and then we'll go around the car. And this is, as you can see, March of 2004. I don't know if the phone's going to focus. March of 2004, and there's your VIN number. Focus. 6153, ending in 6153, March of 94. And this car, believe it or not, 83,000 miles, 83,520. AC works, no check engine lights on the dash. I will quickly show you. Even though this says Pontiac, it's really a Toyota Matrix. That is a Toyota 1.8 liter motor. Pontiac hired Toyota to put engines in these cars for them. So what you're really getting is the same engine in a Toyota Corolla. We have one fog light bulb out on the driver's side. All the other lighting is working. We have some aftermarket rims and tires with good tires on them. Good tread on the tires. And we have a wheel lock for those wheels in the glove box. This car was recently painted, not because it was in an accident, but just because the clear coat was real bad from Florida sun beating on it. So we had to put a paint job on it. It actually turned out pretty nice. I like this red color. Front door handles work amazing as they should. Rear door handles are not working as they should. They're broken, but you can still pull them like that. This is just the part that reaches across broke off. So there you are. Clean interior. And these seats do fold down flat for more storage. No rips or tears in the seats. Carpets are good. We do have a owner's manual, and we actually have the original window sticker. Check that out. This thing was originally 18,615 back in 2004. There's your 1.8 4-speed automatic. Here's all your options it was equipped with. 29, 34 mpg, highway 34, 29 in city. So decent gas mileage. This is pretty much like you're buying a Toyota Corolla. And we'll shove that back in the book. There's the wheel lock I was telling you about. Wheel lock key. This car has another cool feature, which is a regular plug-in outlet in case you need to plug something in, right? Factory radio, clean interior, good cup holders, good storage. Yeah, it's not bad. You got your little roof rack up here too, in case you want to strap something down up there. And the back has a little cover to keep your groceries or whatever covered from not getting beat up by the sun. And this just unhooks with these hooks onto this. So it easily can be taken on and off. And yes, as you saw, the seats fold down flat for a lot of storage room. Here is the back view. Pontiac Vibe. All your taillights, everything working. That is the phone number you're going to dial, 407-252-8506. If you are serious about jumping in this thing and making it yours, Same issue on both rear door handles. Same freaking issue. But they're still openable, if that's a word. Able to be opened. And this car, believe it or not, is a manual window roll-up car. So, yeah, no electric windows. This was more of a base model. It does have some options, as you can see in this original sticker. But electric windows wasn't an option there. The good thing about manual windows is they don't go bad. And it's not a bad-looking car. I'll step back here. You can see, nice paint job. If you're looking for something affordable to get around in with the reliability of a Toyota engine, this is it. And this car has no check engine light. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on. And I want to show you we got no lights on the dash at all. Anywhere, no check engine light. You get a little over a quarter tank of gas. Temperatures where it should be. RPMs idle where they should. Engine sounds smooth. The mileage one more time, 83,000 miles. That'll show you outside temperature and your trip meters. Here we have your lighting, your mirrors. Yep, they both work as they should. So you have a rear view mirror. You have your vanity with no light. This was more of a simple base model version thing. You do have another cell phone plug-in thing there. Nice little storage compartment for change, I guess. Radio does work, but the screen's a little blurry.
Hi there.
Okay, so we're gonna throw this bad boy in drive and let you go around the block with me in it before it gets super dark. Made it home just in time from working to catch the last little bit of sunlight and make this video for y'all. I make these videos because I myself, when I go to buy a car, I hate just looking at pictures and then you show up and you're like, man, I drove all the way over here for nothing. This thing was a wasted trip, wasted time to come out here. And I just wish, if I knew better, I wouldn't have came, right? And you come across a situation like that and you're just like, man, I wish somebody would take the time to make a video, because the video is like you coming to see it without having to come to see it. And I've actually had people buy cars from me multiple times, sight unseen, off just the video. They saw the video, they liked it enough, the video, from what they've seen, to where they're like, we'll just pay you and we'll make arrangements to have the car picked up. And I've had people from up north, and especially that they love buying the Florida cars because they're rust-free cars. And they contact me off of these videos, and they say, hey, man, I seen your video. Great job, by the way, on the video. I'd like to just pay you for the car, have you take the ad down. I'm going to make arrangements. And I have a nice foolproof, no worries on either side system in place for when people buy a car like that. So if you're interested in that, I won't make the video longer than it needs to be talking about that, but I do have a system in place for those kind of purchases if you're one of those buyers. As you can see, the car runs great. You can honestly get in it and drive it every day as is without doing anything. Now, I will notice something that you might notice in the near future is the front wheel bearing on that front passenger tire is starting to go. Now, has it gone yet? No. But it will go soon. It doesn't have much. Okay, it has a little bit of play in it, is what I'm saying. And at some point, it's going to need to be replaced. Not yet. I honestly think you can drive it like that for another couple months if you wanted to, really. But, I'm going to turn here. if you wanted to drive it as is, and you're like, I barely got enough money to buy this thing, Danny, I can't do no repairs. I got to drive it around, get to work, make a little more money, and then I'll fix it. Sure, you can go ahead and do that. This thing is put your tag and your insurance on it and drive it as is. It'll get you to work every day with air conditioning and do what it needs to do. But at some point in the near future, the next thing this thing's going to need is that front passenger wheel bearing. It's not... of course, my alarm's going off in the middle of recording. Sorry, but it's not like scary bad, but it's just like, the whole point of preventative maintenance, right? It's catching it before it becomes a big problem. So it's not a big problem as of now, and that's just why I'm pointing it out. Hence the word preventative. The preventative maintenance would be to catch it before it gets worse. But yeah, everything in the car works. That's really the only issue in the near future that you would have to deal with. The other issue is it has a little bit of a power steering fluid leak, and as long as you top it off every couple days, you're good to go. It's not a severe leak, but it is a minimal power steering leak on it. And other than that, there's no other issues with the car at all whatsoever. Those are the only two issues. Minimal power steering leak and early signs of a little bit of wheel bearing play on the front passenger wheel. And that's being fully transparent. There's nothing else to worry about in the purchase of this vehicle. Everything works great. Other than that, I'd say go get your windows tinted, maybe. It doesn't have tinted windows. Maybe you want to get a better aftermarket radio. Nowadays, you can go on Amazon, eBay, wherever, and you can get an aftermarket screen, backup camera, Android, Apple CarPlay, all that, right? So if you wanted to go that route, you can do that and do upgrades. Maybe some nice rubber floor mats in here, some tinted windows, personalize it. But it really doesn't need anything mechanically to be reliable. It is reliable the way it is. I would jump on the highway and drive out of town, even with the wheel bearing in the condition that the wheel bearing is. Like I said, it's in its very early stages of noticing that there's a little bit of play. You don't hear it making noise. You wouldn't even know about it if I wouldn't have brought it up. If I wouldn't have said nothing, I could have just sold you the car and you would have never known that front wheel bearing is starting to go. But I believe in full transparency. I believe in telling people everything you would want told to you when you buy a car. Like, just shoot straight. Tell me the truth. What's its actual condition? Because the right person for the car is not going to care. They're going to say, you know what? I'll do a wheel bearing. It's not a big deal. You know what? I'll just top off the power steering fluid and eventually I'll get it fixed. Eventually I'll get to the wheel bearing. Thanks for letting me know. Other than that, there's really no issues with this. And the wrong person for the car is going to say, oh, well, just for a little wheel bearing, I'm scared. I'm not going to buy it. Or a little power steering leak, I'm scared. I'm not going to buy it. Okay, it's not for you. Don't buy it. God bless you. Have a good day. But this is a $2,500 car with only 84,000 miles and a Toyota engine in it. And a nice little hatchback there that you can load up whatever in it. If that doesn't make sense to you, then stop watching the video. This car's not for you. But in 2025 and the times we're living in, a little $2,500 car with minimal work that needs to be done to it in this price point is hard to come across, if you ask me. As a mechanic, I buy and fix and sell a lot. And I'm telling you, I'm always looking for good deals, and it's hard to find them. And especially under 100,000 miles. Any Toyota engine under 100,000 miles is to be valued. Don't take that for granted, because Toyota engines are 300,000 mile plus engines. They just go and go and go and go. This engine is like not even a full-grown adult yet. It's like a teenager. And it's really a decent little car. Very low mileage for the year. A 2004 with 84,000 miles on it and a fresh paint job For 2,500 bucks? Yeah, I'd call that a deal. I don't know what you want to call it, but over here it's called a deal. So this is a deal to the right person. And to the wrong person, well, thanks for stopping by, but it's not for you. But as I said, no lights on the dash at all whatsoever. Engine sounds smooth and quiet. It's a great little running car. You need the rear door handles. You need a fog light bulb. What's that gonna cost you? A couple bucks at the auto parts store? You're gonna go see your tinted window guy, right? If you're even into that. If you don't, then leave the windows the way they are. You're gonna do that wheel bearing in the near future. And eventually you'll look into the power steering fluid. Other than that, you got a solid car. Solid car. Looks good. I like this what is this? A burgundy or a red? I was arguing earlier about it. It's a different red if it is a red, and I don't know if I can call it burgundy or do I call it red? What do I call it? But there you have it. Pontiac Vibe. And I happen to like Pontiac. I'm a fan of Pontiacs. I owned a Toyota Matrix, and I could tell you they were great cars, great on gas. And this one does have the aftermarket wheels on it, roof rack and everything else. So I think it's a sweet little gig. Anyways, I'm not going to make the video longer than it needs to be made. Let me know. Let me know if this is for you. Say, hey, Danny, I watched the video. Shoot me an address. I'm available to come drive that thing because it's not a bad get-around car. I'm telling you, it's a pretty decent little reliable A to B transportation. The tires are good on it. You don't have to worry about going to spend $500-$600 on tires. And it's so quiet you can barely hear it run. If you want to sneak in and out of your neighborhood without people knowing you're coming or going, this was the car. This thing runs so quiet. I forgot the last time I owned a car that ran quiet. All my cars are loud, big trucks. AC does blow ice cold, right? Heater works. Everything works. There's nothing that doesn't work. You got 2 keys, not just one, and you got your 1 fob. So if you're interested in getting this key out of my hand into yours, you see the phone number on the back, 407-252-8506. I respond to phone calls faster than I do to text messaging. Look forward to hearing from you. Have a blessed day.